Ayos yun ah!
Inspired? Add to cart to Lazada 66. Fast and free shipping with 6 times stackable discounts. Lazada Mid-Year Mega Sale, June 6 to 8.
And good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. And as I told you last time, that we will be having a live stream discussion in our topic or in our subject, the teacher and the community. And today we will just continue the discussion, which we started last meeting. Okay, so we are still in chapter 7, the teacher and the community, teachers ethical and professional behavior. And last time we discussed the introduction or about the different quotations or quotations for teachers, just like every teacher changes the world one child at a time. The teachers and the influence of a good teacher can never be erased. And I told you to create a video clip for your one of your favorite teacher. And as far as I can see, all what you've submitted, it's great. It's very beautiful. It's very it lots of information regards to your favorite teacher and how those teachers touch your lives. So congratulations with that. And still, I told you also to download a copy of the code of ethics for professional teachers, because that is very important in every teachers, in every professional, and not just in the professional teachers, but the code of ethics is a very important to every professionals. All right, and we have here, and we have for the teachers also on the code of ethics for professional teachers, which is located in the article 3. Okay, so we have the code of ethics for professional teachers. Okay. So this the very title in this unit indicates that teachers are expected to be part of the community. To be part of the community definitely to means to participate in the life of that community. So as I told you, that the teachers is very plays a vital role in the community. So as a teachers, we must okay part and be part of the community. Okay, so we must engage ourselves, we must participate in the activities in the community, something like that. What is the community referred to here? The section 8 of the article 3. Okay, this is the code of ethics for professional teachers, located at section 8, article 3. Ayan, section 8, article 3. Ayan. So, sabi natin, the teachers must participate in the community. Saan man nakikita yung phrase na yon or yung content na yon? It's located in the section 8 article of this article. Ayan. You can look on your copies in section 8, article 3, section 8 of the Code of Ethics refers to the community within the school and the community outside the school. How can teachers be part of the community? The various sections of the Article 3 give more details. So, here in Section 8, makikita dito lahat ng engagement ng teachers in the community. And let's differentiate or get the details of each. Okay, ano nga ba yung mga yon? So first, ayan, in Article 3, Section 8. First is teacher as facilitator of learning. Okay. Teacher as facilitator of learning. That's the first one work of a teacher. In Article 3, Section 1, you can look at your own notes. In Article 3, Section 1, states that the teacher is a facilitator of learning and the development of the youth. Therefore, shall render their best service by providing an environment conducive for such learning and growth. Ayan. So, since the teacher is a facilitator of learning, okay, he or she shall render the best service. That's why we have the quality education na for the environment to be conducive for learning. That's why some of the school have this quote, this school is haven of peace, something like that. Okay? This school is a child-friendly school or a child-friendly environment because teacher facilitates the students to be to have the best education that they deserve to, the quality education that they deserve to. Ayan. So, and facilitator, okay, since facilitator, we're talking to facilitator. Facilitator from the word facilitate. Okay, facilitate. Facilitate meaning to make something or make easy or, okay, to make something, to make something or make easier. To make something easy, I should say. To make something easy or make easier. So you, as a professional teacher, facilitate learning or make made easier when you make the lessons interesting, exciting, and enjoyable. So syempre, as a facilitator, 'di ba, dapat ayaw natin or as a teacher, ayaw natin yung klase natin na boring. 'Di ba? Yun naman yung sa mga ginagawa natin. Dapat hindi boring yung klase. So as a facilitator of learning, so you just make your lesson interesting, exciting, and must be enjoyable para mas madaming matututunan yung estudyante. So, kung napapansin nyo, kung sa mga nagde-dry run for their final demonstrations, sabi ko na make your class or make your discussion enjoyable, exciting, active, very energetic, 'di ba? Kasi doon pa lang napapansin mo yung pagiging um yung engagement mo sa bata, doon sa mga estudyante mo. Kasi the more na the teacher is uh, active, mas nagiging active din ang estudyante. Nakukuha nila yung positivity, yung vibes ng teacher na na happy or energetic sa mga estudyante. As a professional teacher, you make learning easier when you simplify the complex and concretize the abstract. So as a teacher also, okay, as a facilitator, aside from that, as a facilitator, you must know, okay, enjoyable. Sige, lagay natin dito. Enjoyable, interesting, exciting. Ayan. Exciting. And aside from that, so you must know how to simplify the complex and concretize the abstract regards to your topic. Dapat alam mong i-simplify yung mga complex topic. Kasi pag nagtuturo tayo ng mga very complex, very abstract topic, mas hindi naiintindihan ng bata. So kapag hindi naiintindihan ng bata yung mga dinidiscuss natin na which is a very abstract, very complex, hindi nakakamit ng estudyante yung best education or best learning na dapat deserve nila. That's why as a teacher, you must know how to simplify those broad topics, those abstract topics. Alam mo siyang i-simplify para yung atake mo or yung pagpasok ng learning sa bata is mas maintindihan nila easily. Kasi the more na you are discussing, although you know the topic and the way how you teach this how do you teach the topic to the student is very complex, very abstract. Hindi mas lalong naguguluhan yung bata or mas lalong hindi naiintindihan yung bata. That's why as a facilitator of learning, so from the word itself to make something easy, make something easier, so you must know how to simplify things, how to simplify broad topics, how to simplify mga complex topics, and how to concretize yung mga abstract topics. Ayan. So yan yung mga gawain ng isang mga teachers as a facilitator of learning. This is what is ethical for every professional teacher like you ought to do. This can do after 4 years of academic preparation. Ayan, you can do that after, diba, in 4-year course natin as teachers, napapansin natin yan sa mga teachers din natin. Nung Ngayon, 'di ba napapansin sa mga teachers niyo na yung mga bagay-bagay na mahihirap is kaya nilang i-simplify para mas maintindihan nung bata, okey? Yun and, 'yan yung mga dapat nating makuha ngayon na we are still undergoing the process of to be a teacher, 'di ba? Dapat yun yung kuha natin how to simplify things, how to make, complicated things become easier, become, easier for the students to easily understand the topic. What happens sometimes is, however, teachers complicate the simple and teachers only to the abstract level. Yes, napapansin ko sa mga teachers na yung mga bagay-bagay na ginagawa nilang komplikado kasi. And kapag nagiging komplikado yung mga bagay, mas lalong hindi naiintindihan ng estudyante. That's why kailangan natin na i-simplify talaga. To facilitate learning, a conducive learning environment is necessary. It has been proven that teachers learn best in pleasant environment. A pleasant environment is where the learners can be themselves because teachers are caring. So a pleasant environment meaning hindi siya nagagawa ng bata yung gusto niya or in the sense na mas free yung bata. Kasi we have different intelligences, 'di ba? Mas ma-explore pa nung bata yung sarili niya. Okay? And siyempre, teachers is very caring as a part of the teacher sa isang conducive to pleasant environment, dapat careful, very very caring si teacher. No need to put best self forward because teachers and classmates truly care and take you for who you are. All forms of bullying has no place in a conducive learning environment. Yes, a conducive learning environment makes learners believe they can do the work and they feel accepted. Yes, 'di ba? Sa mga school napapansin naman natin 'yan na they avoid bullying. 'Di ba? Nawawala yung bullying, yung discrimination. That's why sabi ko nga, may nakalagay a friendly school, nakalagay this school is a friendly school, friendly environment. This school is haven of peace kasi yun yung dapat, mga lugar na deserve nung mga learners natin or nung mga students natin. Na sana yung mga school ay they avoid bullying. Okay, siyempre yung lahat naman school napapansin ko naman may mga siguro pero here in our area wala naman ako napapansin or nababalita na mga yung school is magaling sa bully, 'di ba? Maraming mga nambu-bully or dini-discriminate nila, 'di ba? Lalo na sa mga iba't ibang, aspeto nabu-bully, which is wala naman, nadi-discriminate na ganito, ayan mga something like that. Wala naman dito sa area natin yung mga ganyan and that is a good example of a conducive, environment or a pleasant environment, a school or an environment with no bully, with no discrimination, and the students feel accepted whatever they are, whoever they are. Ayan. Yun yung accepted talaga, 'di ba? Kasi may mga area kasi din na hindi ina-accept their belief, their paniniwala, and, we must respect. Sa ang isang conducive area or conducive environment is accepted ka, eh, hindi ka nila binubully, hindi ka nila dini-discriminate, at siyempre nirerespeto ka nila. Okay. A favorable, learning climate is not competitive where everyone is test. Yes, aside from that, yung accepted ka, no bullying, hindi yung competition. We must avoid competition. That's why kasi mas kapag nakikipag-compete ka, you're most tense ka, eh, 'di ba? Parang hindi ka na nag-aaral to to broaden your horizon, to, um, to anong tawag dito? Para makita mo yung the best version of yourself. May mga bagay na ginagawa nilang competition, yung pag-aaral, which is although yes, siguro may pinapatunayan sila pero as a student, as learners dapat maiiwasan natin yung magiging competition. Okay? Ayan, yung competition na yan. Teachers who believes that every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understand the power of connection, and insist they become the best they can possibly be. Like Teacher Rita Pearson in TED Talk. is a facilitator of learn. So later on, if you have time, you can search TED Talk. Maganda yung mga content sa TED Talk. Okay, and si Teacher Rita Pearson, and sabi nila, okay, ito yung quotation, every child, wait lang. And every child deserves a champion. An adult who will never give up on them, who understands the power of connection and insists they become the best they can possibly. So, ito talaga yung main highlight ng teacher as facilitator because every teacher deserves a champion. Okay, di ba? Lahat naman tayo, we are deserve to be a champion. An adult who will never give up on them. So, when say adult, ito yung mga teachers. A teacher na hindi kayang i-give up ang kanyang estudyante. Okay, hindi niya kayang iwan. Hindi niya kayang sukuan ang kanyang mga estudyante. A person daw which understand the power of connection and insist they become the best they can possibly be. So meaning ang isang ang we are every child also deserve a person na parang ini-empower ka pa. Hindi yung dinedegrade ka. Hindi yung hanggang dito ka lang. Kundi nililift up ka niya. 'Di ba? Na you you can do that. Na you can do that. It's a possible na you can achieve your dreams, mga ina-uplift ka. Ayan, yun yung mga deserve ng isang bata. Nagiging positivity, ayan, na binibigay ng mga positive energy, something like that. Ayan. So, that is one of the highlight for teacher as facilitator of learning. So that's why like Teacher Rita Pearson of the TED Talk, she is a facilitator of learning. So that is all about the teacher as facilitator of learning. Next we have, okay, teacher as teacher leadership, ayan, and initiative for community participation. Okay, ano nga ba to? Teacher leadership and initiative for community participation. It's located at section 2. Nasa section 2. Okay, section 2 refers to the leadership and initiative of the professional teachers or teacher to participate in community movements for moral, social, economic, and civic betterment of the community. As the professional teachers, you do not live in an ivory tower, meaning you are not supposed to be removed nor aloof from community life. Ayan. So, dapat hindi ka, as a teacher, hindi ka dapat nandun ka lang sa isang gilid, sa isang corner. 'Di ba dapat hindi ka dapat aloof sa community. Okay? Hindi yung binabakura mo yung sarili mo. Gano'n. Dapat you're very open with the community. Dapat, okay, dapat alam mong makisalamuha, alam mong makibagay, alam mong makipag-participate sa mga movements or gawain ng community. It's either moral, social, economic, and civic betterment or mga civic activities. Okay? Kaya sabi nga natin, you are not live in the ivory tower. Meaning, hindi ka nakakuha sa isang bagay na sa mga malalaking no, dapat hindi ka maging aloof sa community. Okay. So schools are at the heart of communities, and you as a professional teachers are expected to be in the world and be in the world with others and others. Ayan. So sabi dito, here in this topic, teachers, okay, are expected, okay, expected to be in the world and to be in the world with others and for others. Okay. Ayan. So teachers, sabi dito, teachers are expected to be in the world and to be in the world with others and for the others. Ayan. So dapat dito, alam mong makibagay. Okay, alam mong makibagay. Kaya mong hindi yung kinukulong mo yung sarili mo kasi as a teacher, 'di ba, dapat sabi natin, ang isang teacher multitasker 'yan. Kaya niya lahat. 'Di ba? Hindi sumusuko ang isang teacher. Dapat alam mo makibagay sa community because as a teacher and school is the heart in the community, dapat alam mo rin yung bawat isa or alam mong makibagay kung may mga programa ng community, dapat alam mong makisama or makisalo, something like that. The words in section 2 of article 3 are provide leadership and initiative. This implies that the professional teacher, you have not to wait for community to ask for help. Ayan. So sabi dito sa section 2, lagay natin, in section 2 of article 3 states that yung some part, sabi dito, provide leadership and initiative. Meaning, wag mong hayaan na yung community pa ang hihingi ng tulong sa iyo or sila pa yung lalapit. Okay, hindi yung as a teacher, teacher ako. Hindi yung okay, ako yung one dito, boss, something like that. Wag mong hayaan na yung community pa ang kusang lalapit sa iyo. Okay? Or sila pa yung wag mong hayaan na sila pa yung unang hihingi ng tulong. So instead, okay, in section 6 further implicitates how you can show your professional leadership to wit. Every teacher is an intellectual leader in the community, especially in the barangay, and shall welcome the community to provide such leadership when needed, to extend counseling services and appropriate, and to be actively involved in matters affecting the welfare of the people. Okay. Sabi sa section 6 no ng same article, every teacher is an intellectual leader. So, intellect, okay? Intellectual sa pag-iisip. Dapat syempre knowledgeable ang mga teachers. Especially in the barangay, ayan. So, they shall welcome the opportunity to provide such leadership. So, dapat they as a teacher, dapat welcome ka na magbigay ng mga leadership, magbigay ng suporta, magbigay ng mga ang tawag to, mga knowledge, okay, mga bagay na kailangan for the welfare of the people. Para matulungan, dapat you're very open to help for the welfare of the people. You do not just welcome the opportunity to lead. Ayan, you do not just welcome the opportunity to lead. In section 2 states that you, the professional teacher, oath to take the initiative to offer your help for the improvement of the community. You must open arms to give your help, okay, for the improvement of the community. Hindi yung saka ka lang gagalaw pag tinawag ka. No. You must very open arms kang ibigay yung tulong mo for the betterment or for the improvement of the community. Many a time you can be a guidance counselor, a prayer leader, commentator, or for a contest, financial advisor, a nurse, a doctor, commentator, prayer rolled into one. So sometimes 'di ba pag may mga fiesta, si teacher ginagawang MC. Kapag may mga ang tawag dito, pag may misa sa barangay, 'di ba? Pag may mga mass, ginagawang commentator si teacher or hinihingi yung tulong ni teacher as commentator, as mga readers, 'di ba? So kapag may mga event sa barangay, ginagawa si teacher as judge, mga hurado kapag may mga patimpalak, nagbibigay ng as a financial advisor, 'di ba? Kung ano yung nag-o-audit yan sa mga expenses sa event, something like that. Okay? O dami tayong role as a teachers sa community. Kapag nangailangan ng tulong ang community, dapat hindi yung kapag naghahangad ka pa ng kapalit bago mo i-render yung service mo, hindi dapat gano'n. Okay, dapat you're very open or very welcome mong tinatanggap yung mga opportunities na kinakailangan ka ng community. Okay, gano'n po 'yon. Providing leadership and initiative also means working with the community. This means getting the parents and other members of the community participate in school activities. Teachers, as they participate in community affairs, prove that they are the most responsible and most important members of the society because their professional efforts affect the fate of the earth. Sabi dito, according to this quotation, no, my teachers are the most responsible and most important members of society because their professional efforts affect the fate of the earth. Ayan. Okay. Teachers are the most responsible, and most important members of society because their professional efforts affect the fate of the earth. Yes, or in the community. Malaki ang epekto ng teachers sa community. Sabi nga natin, 'di ba? Minsan si teacher ginagawang hinihingi yung tulong or nagbibigay ng tulong for events, for learnings kapag kailangan ng guidance counselor or para makatulong sa mga hinaing ng community, si teachers andyan lagi para ibigay yung kanyang tulong, yung kanyang intellectual ability para matulungan ang isang community. And with that, as a part of the community or with that kind of help na binibigay ni teacher, malaki yung epekto niya sa community. Malaki yung itulong niya for the betterment or improvement ng community. At malaki yung tulong na in the fate or sa fate ng isang community, sa how the community grow, malaki yung naiaambag ni teacher. That's why, sabi dito, teachers are the most responsible and most important members of society. Kasi nga, responsible in the sense na kapag kailangan ng tulong, andyan, very open arms si teacher para tumulong. Okay, sa lahat ng bagay, basta para sa community niya. Okay? And most important members, kasi bakit? Ang laki nung naiaambag ni teacher. Aside from pagtuturo sa mga anak ng mga parents, pagbibigay ng guidance, okay, as a guidance counselor sa mga hindi lang sa mga bata, kundi sa mga nangangailangan, sa community man 'yan, 'di ba? Mga nangangailangan ng tulong. And kapag may mga events, mga effort nila, 'di ba? For example, kahit Saturday, Sunday kung nataon doon yung program ng community, andiyan sila to help, to be part of the community, to be part of the improvement of that community. That's why teachers are the most responsible and most important members of society because their professional efforts affect the fate of the earth. Ayun. So ganyan kaimportante ang mga teachers sa mundo. That's why teachers are called the noblest profession. 'Di ba? Ayan. So that is the teacher leadership and initiative for community participation. Yan. So next we have the third one, teacher as. Kung una, we have the teacher as facilitator of learning. The second one, teacher leadership and initiative for community participation. And now we have, okay, professional teacher with honor and dignity. Ayan, ang bigat. Diba? Apakabigat, with honor and dignity dapat ang mga professional teachers. Siyempre, they are called professional. That's why they have that honor and dignity. Diba? And they are also licensed. Ang mga teachers natin. So, malaki ang nakaatang sa kanilang balikat na responsibilidad. Okay, bilang isang mga professional. Okay, in section 3, okay, ang ating reference here is the section 3. We are still in article 3. Okay? Article 3. In section 3, states that every teacher shall merit reasonable social recognition, for which purpose he shall behave with honor and dignity at all times and refrain from activities as gambling, smoking, drunkenness, and other excesses, much less illicit relations. Ayan. 'Di ba? Kasi parang ang mga teachers sila yung dapat role model, kasi sila na nagtuturo kung ano ang tama sa mali. Tama, sila yung nagtuturo. Pero dapat, kaya nga sabi dito sa section 3 na dapat they shall behave with honor and dignity at all times and refrain. Dapat wag daw sumama or gumawa ng mga activities or maging part ng activities such as paninigarilyo. Pag-iinom. Hindi ko nga alam kung pasok pa ba ako dito. Gambling, sugal. Also, dapat ang mga teachers hindi daw nagsusugal. 'Di ba? And syempre, much illicit relation. Yung mga, when we say illicit kasi, no, ano bang tawag ng illicit? When we say, I think for illicit relation, ito yung sa mga relasyon, 'di ba? Sabi din bawal ang jowa ng mga estudyante, ang mga teachers. Hala kayo. 'Di ba? Okay. When we say illicit, when we say illicit relationship, an illicit relationship an activity or relationship or situation is one that people do not approve of. An illicit relationship with a married man. For example, okay, when we say illicit activities kasi or illicit relations, it is considered as improper or socially forbidden. They may or may not be illegal, but they go against social norms and values. So for example, huwag makiapid ang mga teachers. Huwag magjowa ng estudyante. 'Di ba? Ayan. So, ayun. Ano na ako dun, tahimik lang ako diyan. Charis. Ayan, so dapat daw ang mga teachers, kasi nga 'di ba ang mga teachers, okay, class, bawal ang magsigarilyo kasi meron siyang nicotine content, mga gano'n. Pero minsan si teacher kasi ang 'di ba? Minsan nakikita natin si teacher pero na nagyoyosi, which is according to the code of ethics. Okay, where ang basis natin is the code of ethics. Yan ha. Our basis, baka sabihin niyo, "But sir, bakit yung mga teacher na nakikita ko nagyoyosi? Si ganito, si sir ganito, si sir ganyan, si ma'am ganito." Guys, the context here is all about the code of ethics for professional teachers. Pero may mga teachers na hindi, may mga teachers, okay? I'm not referring all teachers, but may mga teachers na minsan hindi ito sinusunod. Okay? Gambling. 'Di ba may mga nabaltaan nga tayo 'di ba na nagpapakamatay dahil sa anong tawag dito, siguro sa mga utang, dahil sa mga sugal, something like that. Okay. Aside from that, pag-iinom. Hindi naman siguro Hindi naman siguro in the sense na talagang, okay, totally wrong, something like that. Pero yun nga, according to the code of ethics, which is yun talaga yung na dapat niyang gawin, minsan dito hindi okey, 'di ba? Ako nga, 'di ba, baka sabihin niyo, "Sir, nagmamalinis." I'm very open with myself, or I'm very pansin niyo naman, 'di ba? Pero, okey, ginagawa ko naman yung mga bagay-bagay na yun except gambling, hindi ako marunong magsugal. Magsugal lang sa isang relasyon ang kaya ko, charis. Okey, gambling, I don't do gambling, and yung illicit relationship wala pa naman, 'di ba? Kilala niyo naman ako. Pero yung smoking, pero hindi naman yung smoking na ano, okey, and drinking, pag-iinom, yes, ginagawa ko minsan. Hindi yung every time or every day, 'di ba? 'Pag may mga special occasions lang or magyaya yung mga barkada, puwede pa. Pero yung gawin mo sigurong everyday, that's not good naman na siguro. Okey, pero we're talking to the code of ethics na dapat hindi daw dapat taglayin ng mga teachers, yung dapat hindi daw sila, so gumagawa ng mga activities like gambling. I repeat, gambling, smoking, drunkenness, and other excessive, much less illicit relationship or relations. Obviously, if a professional teacher, you are an inveterate gambler, chain smoker, and alcoholic, or if it is common knowledge that you are engaged in an illicit relationship, how can you have moral authority? Tama nga naman, 'di ba? Tama nga naman. Paano ka nagiging you have the moral authority if you're a gambler, uh, you are you are into an illicit relationship, you are alcoholic, a chain smoker, 'di ba? Who will listen to you when you advise your class not to smoke, not to drink alcohol drinks, not to gamble, etc., 'di ba? Gano'n tayo yung mindset kasi, tayong ituro na bawal manigarilyo, bawal ang pagsusugal ay masama, bawal 'yan, marami ng nasisirang buhay sa pagsusugal, bawal ang mag-inom ng alak, 'di ba? Pero tayo ginagawa natin, paano pa kaya maniniwala yung estudyante sa atin na, sabi ni sir bawal bawal mag-inom, bakit si sir nakikita ko nakikipag-inuman, 'di ba? Sabi ni sir bawal daw mag-yosi. Eh, bakit si sir panay ang labas sa canteen or panilabas, nagyoyosi, 'di ba? Sabi ni sir bawal daw makipagrelasyon sa estudyante. Eh, bakit si sir may jowang estudyante? 'Di ba, which is very bawal 'yun talaga, 'di ba? Paano pa maniniwala ang mga bata sa atin, ang mga estudyante natin kung mismong yung tinuturo natin ay hindi natin ina-adapt sa sarili natin, 'di ba? Gano'n yung mindset, gano'n. Okey. Your audience will say, "Look who is talking." 'Di ba puwedeng sabihin sa mga ano yung, "Uy, bawal yung ganyan." Okay, okay, look who's talking, nagmamalinis, si sir nagmamalinis, 'di ba? Pansin naman na 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 may jowa siyang taga ganito, ganyan, estudyante niya, something like that, or, si sir nagyoyosi. Okey, tapos nagmamalinis si sir na hindi daw bawal daw ganyan-ganyan. So yun yung balik sa atin kasi, 'di ba, nawawala yung honor, yung dignity natin as teachers kung tayo yung mga ginagawa yung mga dini-discuss natin or tinuturo natin na values sa mga bata ay hindi natin ginagawa sa sarili natin. Okey, it's the matter of do what I say, not what I do. Okey, sabi dito, "Do what I say, not what I do." Gawin mo yung sinasabi ko, hindi yung ginagawa ko. Society expects so much of teachers that when they fail to live up to the challenge to behave or model good behavior, they are condemned without trial. It is no wonder why many are afraid to answer the call to teach. Society seems to expect much more from professional teachers than from any other professional, and so look at teachers with scrutinizing eyes. Ayan. So that's why sabi dito, society expects so much for teachers. So malaki ang expectation ng society sa mga teachers na kasi that's why kapag they fail to do, okay, or hindi sila nagbe-behave, hindi sila nagpapakita ng good behavior, they are condemned without trial kasi nabubully ng mga teachers. Nako-condemn sila without fair trial, 'di ba? Na na ang tawag dun, parang parang hinuhusgahan sila ng mga tao without any proper process na trial, 'di ba? Kapag si teacher nakikitang gano'n, nakikipag-inuman, nakikipaglasingan, tapos hindi niya ginagawa yung pagiging yung behavior na dapat taglayin ng isang teacher, madami nang nagsusulputang mga marites para itsismis si sir. Madaming mga issues ang binabato kay sir. Madaming mga bagay-bagay na sinisiraan na si sir without any fair trial. That's why, okey, sabi dito, marami ang takot na na sundan ang yapak ng isang guro or the call to teach. 'Di ba? Kasi nga minsan as a teacher kasi dapat kung sa isang teacher you are perfect, eh. Perpekto ka, wala kang bahid na mali, bahid na gawang mali, something like that. Kasi ikaw, you are a role model for everyone, for every professionals. Kasi tayo yung nagtuturo. So dapat kapag tayo nagtuturo, yung mga tinuturo natin, ina-apply din natin sa sarili natin. Kaya minsan nakakatakot. Minsan may mga estudyante or may mga individuals na natatakot pasukin ang mundo ng isang teacher. Kasi nga yung tingin ng mga tao sa kanya, 'pag may mga isang bagay lang ang nilabag niya sa code of ethics, sa code of conduct ng isang teacher, 'di ba? Kaya ang mga mata, okay, so tinitignan ang mga teachers with scrutinized eyes na dapat, okay, your eyes on you, parang gano'n na kung kailangan yung isang tao maging pinya para makita yung bawat galaw ni teacher, na kapag makita lang yung kahit isang mali lang na ginawa ng teacher, madami ng puna. Ayan, so ganyan. So that's why the quotation states that the influence of a good teacher can never be erased. And napansin ko naman yan sa mga pinakita niyong videos, 'di ba, na yung impluwensya ng mga teachers way back high school, elementary, and even this time na kolehiyo kayo, ay napapansin ko yung mga inimpluwensya nila sa inyo ay hindi nabubura at hanggang ngayon ay, napapansin niyo, nararamdaman niyo at, hawak-hawak pa ninyo. 'Di ba? Kasi gano'n ang mga teachers, 'di ba? Kasi 'pag pinakitaan mo ng mabuti ang isang bata, ang isang learner natin, ang mga andun, eh. Hindi yan nawawala sa isip at sa puso at sa damdamin nila. Pero kahit gano'n din, it's either a bad or a good thing that you did to student, hindi yan basta-basta nawawala. At baon-baon nila yan hanggang pagtanda nila, 'di ba? Kaya kapag minsan, 'di ba, 'pag ngayon napapansin natin kapag nakikita niyo yung mga teachers natin nung elementary, yan yung teacher na pumalo sa akin, yan yung teacher na nambagsak sa akin, 'di ba? Gano'n yung kasi andun pa rin yung memory nung bata na ginawa ng isang teacher. That's why napansin ko na hanggang ngayon na, ay gano'n pala yung yung how that teacher touched the life of that student during, as I watch all your videos. Ayan. 'Di ba na ang laki pala ng impluwensiya ng teacher na 'yan kay ganito, kay ganyan, 'di ba? So that's the professional teachers with honor and dignity. Ayan. So that's the third one. Okay, I hope naintindihan. So recap tayo. The first one, teacher as facilitator of learning. The second one is professional teachers with teacher leadership and initiative for community participation. And the third one, we have the professional teachers with honor and dignity. Now let's proceed to the fourth one. The fourth one is teacher's attitude toward local custom and traditions. Yan, mga customs and traditions natin sa community. It is, our reference here is section 4, still in article 3. Okay? Still in article 3 ang reference natin. Teacher's attitude, okay? Teacher's attitude toward local customs and tradition. In section 4, expects every teacher to live for and with the community, and shall therefore study and understand the local customs and traditions in order to have a sympathetic attitude. Therefore, refrain from disparaging the community. The professional teachers, okay, the professional teacher is neither ethnocentric nor xenocentric. He or she is not ethnocentric, so does not look down on community's culture because of the thought that his culture is superior to the culture of the community. Neither he or she xenocentric and so looks at his or her culture as inferior to the community's culture. Ayan. Ayan. So, that's it. So sabi dito in teacher's attitude towards local customs and tradition. So dapat ang isang teacher kapag for example ako ay napunta sa isang area, dapat hindi yung area ang or yung community ang mag-a-adjust sa akin. 'Di ba? In order to be sympathetic, alam mong maging sympathy, ayan, makipag-sympathy sa other people, sa community, dapat alam mo yung kanilang mga local traditions. You must be one of them, something like that. Okay, so therefore you need to study You need to understand local cultures and traditions in order to be sympathetic in that community, or you have that sympathetic attitude. For example, ako nung nag-stay ako ng Isabela ng or ng mm. For example, I came from Ilocano area, tapos nung sumalta ako sa Isabela or sa Tumawini is mga Ibanag. So hindi po pwedeng ang mga ang mga Ibanag ang mag-a-adjust sa aming mga Ilocano. So ako kasi 1 versus 100, 'di ba ako yung magiging part or mag-a-adjust here sa Isabela. So paano? So you must as a teacher, lalo sa mga teachers na pinapatapon, 'di ba? For example, may item sa ibang area, for example, sa malalayong lugar, dapat sila, they will embrace the traditions, the local customs of that area, of that community. Dapat pag-aralan niya, hindi yung nagmamataas na okay sa amin ganyan ganyan. 'Di ba? Hindi yung mas kwan kami, mas angat kami. Yung paniniwala namin ganito ganyan, hindi. Okay? Dapat hindi natin ginagawa ng isang teacher 'yon. Alam niya makipag-sympathize sa tao, sa community. How? Bagong salta lang siya. Pag-aralan niya, 'di ba? Makiusap siya or kausapin niya yung mga tao sa community, how to manage that, how he or she can learn yung mga paniniwala or their belief and customs, okay? Because, okay, para to refrain from disparaging the community. So the professional teacher, okay? So professional teacher is neither, okay, sabi dito, is neither ethnocentric, ayan, tama ba yung spelling ko? Ethnocentric, nor xenocentric. Ayan. I think narinig niyo na siguro atong mga term na to, xenocentric. Ayan. So sa top, wala na kasi narinig ko to sa sa subject namin noon na social dimension. Okay, dapat daw ang isang teacher or isang professional teacher is neither an ethnocentric or xenocentric. When we say ethnocentric, okay, paano ba tong ethno? Ano ba yung pagkaiba ng ethno sa xeno? Sa ethno, he or she, sabi dito, he or she is not ethnocentric and does not look down. Okay? Does not look down on communities communities culture because of the thought. Wait lang. Ulitin natin. Okay, sabi dito, ethnocentric, he or she is not ethnocentric and does not look down. Okay, not look down, gawin na lang. Not look down on communities culture. Ayan, yan na lang. Because of the thought that he or she or his or her culture is superior to the culture of the community. So sabi dito, his or her culture is superior. Ayan, to the culture, to the community. Ganyan na lang. Okay, so sabi si ethnocentric, ang mga teacher, dapat hindi daw sila ethnocentric, meaning hindi dapat nila tinitignan or dinadown ang kultura ng napuntahan niyang area. Na sinasabi niya na mas superior daw yung kultura nila, something like that, kaysa sa pinuntahan niya. Hindi dapat ganun ang isang teacher. Okay? Sabi dito, he or she not ethnocentric and does not look down on community's culture. Hindi daw dinadown ang kultura ng community na yon, and community's culture because of the thought that his community or his culture is superior of the community. Na for example ako pumunta doon sa akong ito yung ethnicity ko or yung paniniwala ko, hindi ko sinasabi na okay mas kwan kami. 'Di ba mas superior yung community namin kaysa sa inyo dito. 'Di ba? Parang ganun. No. That is ethnocentric. We will say and nor sabi dito neither ethnocentric nor xenocentric. Meaning when we say xenocentric naman guys, dito na lang. Xenocentric, he or she uh xenocentric and so look at his or her culture as inferior into the other community's culture. So inferior into others okay. So si xenocentric naman, it's kabaliktaran ni ethno. Kung si ethno ay mas tingin ko sa kultura ko ay mas superior kaysa sa inyo, kay seno naman is mas iniisip ko or sa pakiwari ko or pakiramdam ko mas inferior yung parang dina-downside ko yung kultura ko kaysa sa inyo. For example, okay, ibanag kayo and then ako is Ilocano. So sa ethnocentrism, mas tingin ko ang mga Ibanag ay mas mataas kaysa sa mga Ilocano ay mas angat kaysa sa mga Ibanag. Parang okay, dina-down ko yung mga Ibanags. Okay, pag Seno naman kabaliktaran, mas dina-down ko naman yung own culture ko kaysa sa inyo. Something like that. So kabaliktaran nilang nila. Wherein dapat hindi yan taglayan ng isang teacher. No? Kasi nawawala yung pagiging kasi pag Seno parang dina-down mo rin yung siyempre isa akong Ilocano tapos dina-down ko yung yung sarili ko, 'di ba? Hindi porket nakapunta ako sa mundo or sa community ng mga Ibanags ay feeling ko yung kultura ko is yung paniniwala ko, my belief as an Ilocano person is apakababa na yung tingin ko. Hindi po gano'n dapat ang isang teacher. And ethnocentric or ethnocentrism na hindi porket, nandun ako sa mga Ibanag community, pinu-push ko na ang Ilocano community or ang Ilocano culture ay talagang mas superior kaysa sa mga Ibanag. No, hindi rin po puwede yung gano'n, 'di ba? Kasi makakalaban mo yung buong angkan ng mga Ibanags, 'di ba? Neither hindi nga kaya that's why as a teacher, hindi dapat siya ethnocentric and xenocentric person. Dapat alam niyang makibagay, okey, know how to live with the community. Okay, that's why we have the learning to live together, 'di ba? Putting yourself in the shoe of the others. Ayan. And you know how to sympathize with others. You know their cultures, you know how to embrace their cultures, their belief, and you know how to respect them. Kung magkataliwas man yung paniniwala ng kultura mo sa kultura niya, you don't need to say na hindi dapat ganyan, dapat ganito. No, 'di ba? Kasi pagiging ethnocentrism na 'yon. Dapat you know how to respect. Hindi ka maniniwala sa pinaniniwalaan ng iba. Dapat you know also to respect their belief. Something like that. Okay. So fortunate and happy is the community that has teachers who live with them, exert efforts to understand their local customs and traditions, and consequently appreciate the same. This author sees no culture as perfect. Every culture, including hers, has its positive and negative aspects. What we need to pass on or the positive aspect of the culture. We need to purify, however, the negative aspect with teacher pointing them out tactfully and sincerely. So wala namang perfect na culture. 'Di ba? Lahat may ups and downs, lahat may negative side, may positive side. But we must look, sabi nga natin 'di ba, look at the brighter part, look at the positive part ng kultura natin. Okay, kasi we need to pass the positive, ipasa natin yung mga pagiging positivity ng isang kultura or natin. You need to purify, however, the negative aspect with teacher pointing them out tactfully and sincerely. Ayan. So, here, to cut the long story short, here in the teacher's attitude toward local customs and tradition, dapat we know how to embrace the culture of the others. We know how to sympathize the culture of the others by not being a ethnocentric person nor a xenocentric person. Okay, when we say ethnocentric, your culture is superior than the other's culture. And when we say xenocentric, your culture is inferior to the other culture. Okay, dapat wag natin gawin yan. So that's the third, I think that's the fourth one. Okay, now let's proceed to the fifth one. Professional teacher. Let me know. Professional teacher ay the professional, ba't wala yung the? The professional teacher and information update. Okay. So our reference sa Code of Ethics, we have Section 5. Still, we are in Article 3. Okay. The professional teacher and information update. Section 5 states that the teacher shall help the school inform the community about the school works, accomplishments, needs, and problems. Community here refers to internal as well as external stakeholders. Internal stakeholders include the students, the parents of the students, and the teachers. The external stakeholders are the other parents in the community without children enrolled in school, barangay officials, and the government officials, non-government organizations, alumni, and retirees. Okay. Dito, dapat updated lahat. Okay? Updated lahat yung school works, accomplishments, yung mga needs, yung mga problema ng isang school. Okay? Hindi yung sinusolo lang ng school. That's why we have the so-called transparency board. Or may mga bulletin board, di ba? Na andun lahat, yung minsan, andun din yung mga, mga board of trustees, mga board of directors, di ba? Yung mga stakeholders. Nakikita yan sa harap ng school. Nakapaskil, may mga parang mga nakalagay doon. Napapansin sa mga school, di ba? May mga nakalagay ng mga stakeholders. Now, wherein we have the external stakeholders at we have also mga stakeholders. We have stakeholders, we have internal, okay, internal and external stakeholders. Sino yung mga nasa internal, nasa loob ng school? Okay. Internal stakeholders are the students, the parents of the students, and the teachers. Okay, ano pa ba? Okay, yung mga yan, nasa loob ng school eh. Internal. When we say external stakeholders, we have the barangay officials, mga parents na wala namang mga anak na nag-aaral sa school. We have the GOs or the government organizations, or we have all the NGOs or the non-government organizations, mga alumni, alumni, yung mga graduate na sa school na yan. We have also the mga retirees. Those are external stakeholders na part pa rin ng community. So that's why, yung mga problema ng school, dapat hindi lang school ang nakakaalam. Kasi meron tayong mga stakeholders outside the school. So, let's kaya kang pinapaalam natin lahat ng accomplishment ng school. Diba kaya minsan pinapakita sa labas eh. May lagayan ng may paskilan. Diba? Bahay paskilan, mga bulletin boards na nilalagay yung mga accomplishment ng school para hindi lang yung estudyante, hindi lang si teacher, hindi lang si parents ng estudyante ang nakakakita, kundi lahat ng napapadaan sa doon sa school na yun, nakikita yung mga problema ng school, ano pa ba mga kailangan, ano pa bang kailangang i-improve, ano pa ba yung mga school works, accomplishment na nagawa na ng school. Diba? Para alam ding makatulong nung mga other stakeholders doon sa school na yun. Why do these stakeholders have to be informed? Bakit nga ba kailangan ma-inform itong mga stakeholders na to? The school is there for the community, and so the community has the right to be informed about its activities, accomplishments, needs, and problems. Kaya nga naman, di ba? Nasa school, ang school ay nasa specific community, dapat aware ang mga officials kung ano ang mga activity, ano yung mga accomplishment ng school. Di ba that's why kung kaya ka tayo dito sa HGB, pag may mga program tayo, for example, we have a parade, foundation anniversary natin, 'di ba? Ang hindi tayo naggumagawa ng program na pang school lang, or tayo lang mga dito lang sa stakeholders ng school, estudyante, teachers, mga professors, mga instructors natin, hindi lang. 'Di ba nakikipag-coordinate pa tayo sa mga police or doon sa kapag sa marcha, 'di ba? Doon sa parade, 'di ba? Sa mga police, sa barangay mismo, 'di ba? Kino-coordinate kay kapitan, sa mga government officials natin, kino-coordinate natin para aware sila. Para ano yung mga kailangan pa nila, kailangan pa ng school, kailangan pa natin, at ano yung mai-provide nilang tulong din sa atin. Ganun po. That's why it's very very important that other stakeholders, external stakeholders are know what we are doing. Okay? Ano yung mga activities na ginagawa natin. Okay, ayan. Informing them about the school's projects, needs, and problems give them a sense of ownership. Having a sense of ownership, these stakeholders will participate more actively in the resolution of school problems and needs, di ba? That's why, okay, pag brigada eskwela sa high school or sa elementary, maraming nagbibigay. That's why kasi nga, nakikita nila yung needs pa ng school. Ano pa yung kailangan i-improve? That's why kapag may brigada eskwela, maraming nagbibigay ng donations. Di ba? It's either hollow block, semento, sako, financial man yan or mga goods. Okay, kasi nga yung ownership Okay, parang sa sarili mo, yung ownership na kasi 'pag may ganyan mas nagiging active ka na makipag-participate sa mga school problems and needs, 'di ba? Kasi nakakatulong ka, eh. Hindi ka man nag-aral doon or graduate ka na doon and still andun pa rin yung yung eagerness mo to help, 'di ba, to your alma mater or kahit hindi ka naman graduate dun, as part of the community, kahit nakakapagbigay ka ng tulong, nagiging ng ownership, 'di ba? Kasi yung pag-i-improve ng school na 'yan ay parang na isa ka rin sa mga nakatulong kung ano ngayon yung school na ngayon ano yung naging kinalabasan ng binigay mong tulong. Ayan, that is the professional teacher and information update. So still have 4 I should say. Okay. The next one, okay? Next one, we have also the Parent Teachers Association or the PTA. Ayan. Lahat tayo alam natin 'to. Tama, kasi nga every quarter may meeting. Kapag pinapakita yung cards natin, 'di ba, yung card natin, kapag may gano'n may PTA meeting. We have the Parent Teachers Association, yung iba pa is PTCA, 'di ba? PTCA, Parent Teachers and Community Association, ayan. So the parent teachers, we have Parent Teachers Association or PTA in place in every school. Some private school call it HSA or the Homeschool Association or Family Advisory Council. This is for internal stakeholders only. A PTA is an association of teachers and parents with children who are enrolled in school. It is a forum for discussion on school problems and how they can be solved. So itong PTA is under siya ng internal stakeholder. Bakit? Kasi ang mga part ng PTA ay yung mga parents ng estudyante o yung estudyante mismo at yung mga teachers. So bakit nga ba 'yan? Minsan 'di ba sa PTA na pagmi-meetingan dito kung ano pa yung mga project ng school na kailangang matapos or nung classroom, tama? Kung ano pa yung mga kailangan ng school, ano pa yung mga, problema ng school na kailangang solusyonan. Dito yung mga meeting na 'to. Ito yung mga pinag-uusapan dito at kung paano i-resolve paano i-solve or i-resolve yung mga gano'ng na problema. That is the PTA or the Parent Teachers Association. We have also the School Governing Council. Ayan. Aside from the PTA, we have also the School Governing Council. Okay, we will have the School Governing Council. Other than the PTA is the School Governing Council, the SGC has a different membership and function. A school governing council as a policy-making body has the school head as chief executive officer, manager, and chief operations officer. The information of SGC in every school is a proof of school head sharing his or her leadership with the members of the community. So ito naman yung mga yung sa mga teachers, yung mga other sa administration na din or sa other stakeholders. Okay, na yung mga gumagawa ng mga policy, gumagawa ng mga batas, policy making body. Na yung school head, siya yung chief executive officer or the CEO, manager, and COO or the chief operations officer. The formation of SGC in every school is a proof or school head sharing his or her leadership with members of the community. So in this SGC, with this SGC, nakakatulong tayo sa community na rin. Okay? Kasi we're the sharing of knowledge with the members of the community. It determines also general policies on student welfare, discipline, well-being. It is concerned with the development and implementation, monitoring, and evaluation of the school improvement plan or the SIP, and reporting of the progress of the SIP implementation to the school's division superintendent and the community. In addition to PTAs or the school governing council in every public school, The school governing council shares in the management of the school with school head as chair. The school council is another opportunity for communities to participate in the school activities. So aside from PTA, na it consists of the parent teachers and parent teachers, okay, we have also the SGC or the school governing council ng mga school heads, different school heads naman ang nagtutulong-tulong dito. Okay, and they are share it to the community as well. Okay. So, next one, the professional teacher and government officials and other professionals. Okay, the professional teacher and the government officials and other professionals. Our reference here, we have the section 7. Section 7, article. Still, we are in article 3. Okay. Sabi dito, every teacher shall maintain harmonious and pleasant personal and official relations with other professionals. So, dapat harmonious daw yung relationship natin with the other professionals, with government officials and with the people individually or collectively. So aside from professionals, we have also a harmonious relationship with the government officials and every people individually or collectively. As a professional teacher, you cannot afford not to be in pleasant relationship with others, especially those with whom you work with like other professional teachers. It is always best to be in a good terms with everyone else in the community. Yes naman, di ba? Diba, dapat alam natin makibagay. Hindi man natin sila kapwa professional teachers. For example, isa siyang licensed nurse, mga ganon. Still professional pa rin yun. Ha? Alam natin makibagay yung mga ganyan. Hindi porket iba yung profession niya sa'yo ay hindi mo na sila pinapansin. No. Hindi po pwede dapat yung ganon. Kasi for yung mga government officials, mga kahit sino man dyan na mga officials, persons, dapat alam natin work harmoniously sa kanila. Desiderata gives this advice. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others. When the dull and the ignorant, they too have their story. So according to Desiderata, lagyan natin quotations dito. I think Desiderata is an English masterpiece. Okay, Desiderata gave the advice of, ayan, as far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others. When the dull and the ignorant, they too have their story. Okay, sabi sa Desiderata, sa mga lines siguro dito, as far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. So dapat uh, maging good daw pa. Okay, we are good. We have harmonious relationship with everyone. Speak your truth, sabihin mo yung katotohanan ng mahinahon, ng maayos. And then siyempre kapag sinabi mo, siyempre that's communication, 'di ba? Kung nagsalita ka, papakinggan ka. And then kapag natapos ka, ikaw naman yung makinig sa sasabihin ng iba. 'Di ba? Dapat gano'n po 'yon. Give and take. You know, to give your comments, whatever you want to say, and then after that, he will take it. He will listen it. Okay? And then afterwards, siya naman yung gagawa ng gano'n, magsasabi siya, and then i-take mo naman, makinig ka naman. Listen, yan. Speak your truth quietly and clearly and listen to others. Then the dull and the ignorant, they too have their own story. Yes naman. Diba? Ayan. That is the professional teachers and government officials and other professions. And now we're moving on to the last one for this chapter. The professional teacher does not use position to proselyte. Last one, we have the professional teacher does not use position to proselyte. Finally, we have section, our reference here is the section 8, still in Article 3. Okay. Finally, section 8 says, a teacher possesses freedom to attend church and worship as appropriate, but shall not use his position and influence to proselyte others. Ano nga bang meaning ng proselyte? Search natin. Kung ano ba tong proselyte na to? Okay, sabi dito, a person who has converted from one opinion, religion, or party to another. Okay, recruiting or introduce someone to convert to one's faith, to recruit someone to join one's party. Okay, gets ko na. Ayan. So as a teacher possesses freedom to attend church and worship as appropriate, but shall not use his position and influence to proselyte others. To be in a position means to have the power or influence for a purpose. Example, for you to use the position to perform your job as a professional teacher, it is highly unprofessional for a teacher like you to use their position to influence to proselyte. Besides, freedom of religion is guaranteed by the 1987 Philippine Constitution. No law shall be made respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. The free exercise and enjoyment of religious profession and worship without discrimination or preference shall forever be allowed, according to Article 3 Article 2, Section 6 of the 1987 Constitution. Okay, so dito, for example, we have our own belief lalo sa religion, di ba? So sa professional teacher, syempre ang isang professional teacher, influencer yan. Malaki yung influence sa isang teacher sa isang tao. So proselyte in the sense na hindi porket ito yung paniniwala ko sa religion, ito yung sekta ko, aakayin kita or dito ka na mag-convert ka na sa religion namin. No. 'Di ba? Kasi we have our freedom to choose na mamili kung saan ba talaga saan yung gusto natin na puntahan. Hindi yung you are in the position na gawin yun. Hindi, bad yun or hindi yun tama. Okay, hindi yun tama na gamitin ang iyong kapangyarihan to proselyte others, na i-convince yung iba or i-recruit, ano pa yung mga term doon, na i-convert yung iba na yung paniniwala nila ay pupunta or makikianib sa paniniwala mo. Okay? Ayan, hindi po tama yun. Okay. And syempre, aside from the Code of Ethics na prohibiting that one, we have also the Article 2, Section 6 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution, which is freedom of religion is guaranteed, nagagaranti doon ang freedom of religion na nakalagay na no law shall be made respecting and establishing of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, the free exercise and enjoyment of religious profession and worship without discriminating or preference shall forever be allowed. O, di ba? Sabi na nga sa saligang batas natin, which is yun yung sinusundan natin ngayon, na we have the free to choose whatever religion we want to. And in the code of ethics, as a teacher, as a professional teacher, because as a professional teacher, you are an influencer. Hindi mo dapat ini-influence ang isang bata, ang isang tao na makianib sa relihiyon. Lalo sa religion talaga kasi Moses ang ganito eh. Diba? Marami tayong talang ganyan. Charis lang. Diba? Mga ganun. So, wag na wag po natin gawin yun. So, that's the last part of all about the teacher and the community, the ethical and professional behavior of the teachers or professional teachers. So, that's just a little part of the code of ethics. But if you want to know what are the code of ethics ng isang professional teacher, you can read your notes, your downloaded file ng professional teachers. Marami pa dyan. Yung mga dapat taglayin, mga values, ethical values, or behavior ng isang professional teacher. Okay. So, that ends our topic for today. Ayan.
Ang favorite mong Lucky Me Mami may new look. Same favorite taste.
Happy Wee!
It is.
Ayan. Okay, and that ends our discussion for today. And I hope naintindihan niyo yung discussion natin dito. And don't worry, I will update you kung dito pa rin tayo sa StreamYard or via YouTube tayo mag-discuss. I hope mapanood nyo to and kindly comment below kung naiintindihan yung topic natin. So, your feedback through comment section is very important to me. So, I hope mapanood nyo to, itong more than an hour and 30 minutes na discussion natin for chapter 7 para makasunod na tayo or ang tawag dito, matapos natin yung other chapters pa. Kasi your final examination is scheduled June 17 to 18, I think. So, kindly comment below kung naintindihan po yung discussion natin in chapter 7. Don't forget to subscribe also to my YouTube channel, guys, ha. Para naman updated kayo sa mga videos na ilalabas natin and for entertainment purposes man yan or for academic purposes. Okay, so thank you for joining. Goodbye, God bless. I thank you for watching. I should say goodbye, God bless, and keep safe always. Panoorin nyo na lang ng bonggang-bongga to ha. Baka magpapakwis ako dito.